So there's only a few, like two questions, right?
Mm,
Yeah, so we're gonna finish early. Yay!
yeah.
Um, so sorry, what was the first question? Let me check
Is
it.
is how does beauty affect a woman's life?
How does beauty affect things to
Could
do
we
with?
go first, Manu, so that because she's a woman, so she probably has like the right answer.
Oh, okay.
Because
I want to say a lot of things.
okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna keep my answer short. Um,
Yeah, I also have a lot of notes.
Great.
son,
Hmm.
you. Okay, yeah. Everyone just say all your notes too. So it'll be easy to write this.
Yeah, okay. When do we start?
Um,
It's already live.
yeah, we're live.
Oh, sorry, did I? Oh my goodness. All right. Yes. So, like a bunch of women were interviewed in the documentary we watched. I mean, I watched. And so it's all about what is it like to be beautiful. That's like the big question. And I was surprised, like, to notice that uh, all the women that were interviewed, they were pretty beautiful, but they kind of shared like like one thing that we don't really notice about being beautiful. Okay, it's not always like being beautiful doesn't always mean like smart or happy, rich, successful, those kind of things. So okay, and for example, like some people don't even realize that they are indeed beautiful. They don't know that because they are not told that. So someone who hears from someone else that hey, you're beautiful, that person will instantly come to acknowledge the fact that yeah, maybe I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, and that's gonna build some self-esteem. And uh, so talking about self-esteem, that was also in the documentary. So like one of the girls, she said that because she had no brain, she could not understand math. So she realized that she was beautiful and that she could uh, have a better life by doing things that requires her beauty rather than her brain. So that's why she worked in bars, stripping, I think, and and she was making crazy money. Yeah. So uh, so being beautiful does affect a lot of aspects of life, like job, uh, like important decisions, like should I continue with school or should I just quit and start working like uh, modeling or for magazines, bars. There's many things. Also, it also affects the friends you make. Like for example, like there was a case where one girl was not beautiful and she had her group of friends who were not beautiful like her. But that one friend had a friend who was beautiful, a girl. So and that girl liked to hang out with that other girl. But the group of friends were making fun of that girl, and then the beautiful girl just felt kind of uncomfortable with hanging out with those kind of like bad comments. So that friend just decided to leave, and that broke up the friendship. Uh, there's a lot to say. Was also like another thing. Uh, people or I mean, sometimes people are kind to someone beautiful. Yeah. that's one thing to notice. Like they will smile at you because you're beautiful. They will look at you everywhere you walk out. They will follow you. They will help you, give you directions, even money. Even you can even get a job because you're beautiful. Yeah, like one of the girls, she said that during her job interview, the interviewer only asked about uh, how about the lunch and what kind of food do you like to eat and drink. Yeah, and she got the job. That's crazy. But that's true story. Um, there's also one woman that said that she doesn't focus on how beautiful she is because if she does that, she said, I will lose myself, meaning she will not be herself anymore. She will be the one that everyone expects her to be. Yeah, and she doesn't want that. And also, there was a comment where the woman said that uh, uh, she decided to be a dancer, right? Because of she was beautiful, and then she noticed that dancers are the lowest self-esteem women. I mean, women dancers are the lowest, have the lowest self-esteem, and that's true because most dancers dedicate themselves into uh, that uh, how to say that area because that's where they are the most skilled. They are good at that. They're like the best. Because with their brain, they cannot really go far in schools, and they realize that, and so they just get better at dancing, and they use their talent, right, to go as far as they can. So, um, but in another hand, there's being beautiful also like sometimes people they think that beautiful people have the blonde syndrome, so blonde, stupid, but that's not true. For example, there's the girl who was Miss Teenage something. I don't remember what exactly. She
California, I
was
think.
yeah, she was beautiful, and her GPA was always over 4.0. She was doing very very well. And she had many job offers, many opportunities for college after high school. And there's another beautiful woman. Uh, she studied at Harvard. That's a big school, bigger than BYU Hawaii. Also, another woman. She was a doctor. So when her patient came, the patient asked, "Oh, what is the doctor?" And she said, "Oh, that's me." So because she was beautiful as a doctor, that's unusual, and the patient just assumed that no, you cannot be beautiful and having a PhD in medicine. Medicine doesn't make sense, but it's possible. And so some people also like get jealous of beautiful people, so they will judge them and they will they will attack them, hurt them, and so some beautiful girls are sometimes involved in fights because of that. Fights with words, even punches. And during the fights, you will notice that the other girls will try to scratch their face. That's just to make them look ugly and disgusting. And that's also what happens to some girls who involve themselves in the black market. You know, they start working before the age of 18, and then they do a good job. They make money for the boss, but then they kind of rebel themselves. They say, no, I don't want to do this. I hate that. I don't want this anymore. Then the boss will punch the girl and break their nose and make them look ugly. That's like a kind of punishment. Yeah. So um, so it is also it can be scary to be beautiful. That's one thing to also notice. that I noticed, and which way is it scary? It's just when people keep staring at you and you don't know what they are thinking. When they take off, they pull out their phones. You don't know if they are recording you, what they're gonna do with the videos, and then they shout at you. I mean, they call you by names, and yeah, that's scary. Or there was also that gay girl who's beautiful. She was told many times, "You're too pretty to be gay." Um, so yeah, I think I said what I wanted to say.
Nice. You got all the examples out of the way. That's good. Um, one thing that for how does beauty affect a woman's life? Um, when they were like letting everyone know what the interview was about and what the video would be about, it was interesting to see their answers because like they won pageants, they're like their jobs, like not the doctor or the artist, but like the dancer and the pageant winners and the bass player, like they knew that they got to where they were because of being beautiful. And when they were still asked that question, like, "Oh, do you consider yourself beautiful?" Um, there's that one girl who left because it felt awkward. There's the like I don't know, like what does it take for a girl to like admit she's beautiful? Because even though they knew and they made a profession off of being beautiful, um, they didn't want to say they were beautiful, and that's what I think how it affects that's how it would affect a woman negatively. Um, but I guess it could also affect them positively, where like it's something that they're always chasing because they all want to be beautiful, like they're always chasing it, and but they never feel like they can actually get it. You'll never be to the point where you like just come out and say like, "Oh, I am beautiful and I know it," because the second you do that, it almost makes you not beautiful. The same way like members of the church kind of chase being perfect. Like we're always gonna chase it, but the second you admit or the second you try to say like, "Oh, I am perfect," it almost feels like you're not. So it like gives that's why I think how beauty affects women. It gives them a drive, but it's something they'll never accomplish, or at least not something that they wouldn't admit publicly. Even though they like got into this whole when they're telling their stories, it was like they had evidence. Like you won a beauty pageant. If you're not beautiful for winning a beauty pageant, I don't know what makes you beautiful. Um, that's probably a better example than the you were an exotic dancer. Like if you're not beautiful, you wouldn't get customers. Um, but um, like it's cool to see how in their perspectives though, it was never like you said, Manuel. Like it wasn't like oh you're always happy. That's what makes you beautiful, or like you're chasing or pursuing education. That's beautiful. Like that was never the term that they used for those things. So it seems kind of hard to be a woman because it's like um, it's like they all understand that beauty is a physical thing, and like the other aspects add to beauty, but you can't be beautiful without the physical part. So it seems like an immense amount of pressure. Um, and the other thing was like in their lives because they are beautiful. Um, the doctor wasn't taken serious as a doctor. Um, the one lady was asked, like, "Oh, where'd you go to college?" "I went to Harvard." "Oh, you must have had a scholarship." "Oh, okay, I was on scholarship." And it was like, "Did you graduate?" Like that undermining, because if you're beautiful, they can't take you serious. Kind of attitude. Um, but at the same time, the whole blonde mentality, like I think blonde people also hold synonymous with like not only are you dumb, but you're also supposed to be beautiful to some point where it allows you to be dumb. And with the dancer, it almost hurts her that she is beautiful because her lifestyle now might not have even been an option if she wasn't beautiful. Like if uh, if he didn't win all those competitions, then maybe she wouldn't consider the possibility of like, oh, I'll just fall back on this. If worse comes to worse, I'll just fall back on this. Um, so it's kind of a curse because yeah, she wasn't good at math, but not like I mean like not everyone's good at something the first time around. But what everyone like has to realize is they don't have anything else to fall back on. Whereas she felt like so secure, like so comfortable with this backup plan. Like she didn't even play out every option because she's like, oh, worst comes to worst, I can do this. And and it's and I think that's the depressing part. I think that's why the dancers are a group of the most lowest self-esteem. Um, I actually taught some dancers because I served in Vegas, and and it's weird because some of them are desperate to get out, um, but they can't like find an alternative. Like they've invested so much of their life, and it almost feels like they're being depressed in vain if they give up now, and so they're gonna just ride it out. And it's either proud because they're proud to be the dancers that they are, or pride because they're just too stubborn to want to change. So that was sad to see that that fate might only come to beautiful girls because they're the only ones that are gonna actually see it as an option. Um, and then there's the whole like within yourself thing, like how the bass player Joan was saying, uh, she knew she wasn't the best, but she was pretty and she had that look. So she was able to go further. And for some people like that doesn't matter, but I just wondered if she had those complications where it's like, um, does knowing you're not the best, but you have the job, like hurt you? Does knowing that someone else probably deserves this more than you, but you were like blessed with the fact that you're beautiful, so you got it. Um, and it seems like uh, more of a like it hurts them more than it hurts anyone else to be beautiful. And even though like it drives them to be like it can drive them to be better, it really does more to drive them to be sad. It's like on my answer. That's all I got.
Thank you. I really love your answer so much. I learned a lot when I watched the video. Now I can, like, I know a lot of ladies, they also feel the same thing about being beautiful. And like when you walk on the street and stuff, and like this bunch of people that's standing in the corner and stuff, and then they look at you, or like they make comments. That's one of the things that a lot of the ladies they face. And um like what you had both said, it's also a curse, because I know that being beautiful, it can also be a blessing, but it's also bad in some way. um so when I think of being beautiful, it's not only like the physical appearance, it's also like the inside. um a lot of people, they're beautiful outside and the inside. And like in the video, a lot of women, um they they dress up and they paint their face, they paint themselves, they starve because they want to be beautiful, because they, in the media and everywhere today, a lot of people, like, they always emphasize on being skinny and stuff like that, but you don't have to be like that. You can just be yourself, just the way you are. um that's why it always reminds me of church, how um they're always emphasizing about we're all children of God and stuff, sons and daughters of God, and yeah, Heavenly Father created us equally, and He created us like we're all unique in our own way. We don't have to be like everyone else. um I don't like it how oh, I actually, there was a part in a video where they had said how guys have different impressions on girls, whether they're heavy or they're fat or they're skinny and stuff. Like, they shouldn't just look at the outside appearance. They should also like try and get to know them better before they even judge. Well, it's not only guys. I know girls also do that. They shouldn't judge anyone. Um, and yeah, most ladies, they rely on their beauty to achieve things in life. Like what you guys had said about the stripper. Even though she wasn't smart mentally, but through her beauty, she was able um, to earn money um, to support herself. And I felt so bad for her, because like, I know that that must have been the one thing that she can do, and then people, they take it the wrong way. Um, they um, they they think that just because she's a stripper, that she can just, that maybe that she sleeps with guys every night or something like that. But people shouldn't like think that about other people and stuff. Maybe that's their talent or something. That's her skill. That's the only thing that she can do. I really felt so bad for her. Um, that people usually like want to pay her just to take home and stuff. Um, Another thing that I saw are, it's really true about what they had said about girls are shy when they're beautiful. I mean, like, do you notice a lot of girls, like, they're like the beautiful girls, they're usually shy and stuff. um, I I think that's why. Um, um, oh, and the labeling thing, like what you had both said about, you know how everyone knows that phrase, dumb blonde, like when you see a blonde, they're dumb and stuff. But blondes, aren't actually that, they're not dumb. They're actually like really smart. That's what cause like back at home we don't have like that much like blonde people, and so when we watch movies, we always think as blonde as dumb. But when we came here, they're actually really smart. Um, Another thing is, what's my thought, guys? Yeah, I really felt sorry for the dancer. Um, to what, like, when she was talking and talking about herself, and like the way people rate her and stuff, it was really sad. So when I was coming home from work, just today, there was this girl, like, she was talking about how she's an iWork scholarship, iWork student and stuff, and she's really pretty, and she was talking about how she really made it far. Like, she really worked hard to come here, and people think that just because of her beauty, that she was able to come here. But um, okay, whatever. That's totally different. Anyways, yeah, and I also noticed how beautiful people, they're not taken seriously. Just because they're pretty, people think that they're dumb, but they're actually smart. Um, but I know there's some pretty people that are actually not that smart, but they have their own. They're actually talented in some other things. They may not be smart, but they're actually talented. In some other things. And yes, that's all I came up with. And there's a lot of things about the video. Like, seriously, I want to tell like a lot of girls to watch that video there, because it's really inspiring. Like, beauty is not all about everything, and Yeah, some people think that beauty light's kind of bad, but that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
hope that's enough.
Any questions, Tevita, for us?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Gonna stop this.
Right.
We good?
Yes, good. See ya.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Nice.